I saw the locksmith's shadow stretch across the front door before I even opened the gate. My parents. My parents, the people who had mastered the art of absence, the architects of every lonely Christmas morning I'd endured, were standing there like vultures. A fake lease clutched in my father's hand, the locksmith's tools gleaming in the winter sun. I didn't flinch. I didn't breathe harder. I had waited 15 years for this precise moment. I remember Christmases past, the hollow smell of burnt pine, the echo of my own footsteps across empty rooms, the way my mother's laugh never reached me, and my father's "we'll get you next year" like a broken promise looping forever. I had clung to hope, stupid hope, that one day they'd care. But hope is a dangerous thing when you give it to people who treat you like furniture. I first suspected them years ago, subtle things at family gatherings, forgotten birthdays, calls that never came. I shrugged them off. I blamed myself. Then came the email, my inheritance from an estranged aunt, the one I'd never met. I bought the manor that overlooked the valley, the manor that symbolized everything they'd refused to give me: presence, acknowledgement, respect. And that's when I realized they hadn't forgotten. They were waiting, waiting for me to rise, to earn, to make them irrelevant, so they could swoop in and reclaim what they thought was theirs. I planned carefully, months of careful preparation, lawyers on retainer, hidden cameras, a local reporter with a nose for scandal, a police team briefed and ready. Every window checked, every corridor mapped, every corner of the manor accounted for. The perfect trap. The day came. The snow muffled the world. I watched from behind the large bay window, my reflection merging with the frost. They arrived, smiling, pretending, but my gut recognized them. Their greed, their entitlement, their certainty that I was still the little boy who would forgive anything for a hug. I let them in, my voice calm, almost inviting. "Welcome home," I said, and they didn't notice the trap. They moved like they always had, confident, entitled. My mother leaned over the banister, admiring the chandeliers. My father traced the ornate fireplace, murmuring about investment potential. And all the while I signaled the police, who stationed themselves silently in the shadows. Reporters clicked their cameras just outside the perimeter, invisible yet omnipresent. They didn't read the room. They never did. And then it happened. My father lifted the lease, smug, ready to assert dominance. I let him think he was in control for one delicious final moment. "Funny," I said, almost casual, "because this property isn't for sale. Not to you, not ever." The locksmith's fingers froze. My parents' smiles faltered. And then, quietly at first, the knock of the police on the doors began, a measured, controlled cadence, a sound that meant consequences. The realization dawned, slow, creeping, shock, then fear, then betrayal reversed. My mother's face drained of color. "What? How?" I stepped forward, calm, every word deliberate. "You came to steal from me, to erase me from my own life. But I remembered, I calculated, I prepared. And now," I paused, letting it sink in, "justice is here." My father stammered, the locksmith paled. Reporters emerged from behind trees, flashes capturing every nuance, their horror, their disbelief, their arrogance crumbling. I didn't shout, I didn't cry, I didn't gloat. I simply watched as everything they thought they owned slipped through their fingers. I watched as the world, once theirs to ignore, now witnessed them exposed. And in that quiet aftermath, I understood something profound. Power isn't loud. Revenge doesn't have to scream. It's the silence that eats at the guilty, the calm that breaks the arrogant. I walked through the manor that I had earned, that I had defended with intellect and restraint. Each step was a reminder I had grown, I had risen, and for the first time I felt Christmas without longing, without absence, without betrayal. They had tried to break into my life. Instead, I rebuilt mine around them, not with them. And for the first time, I felt complete.